Hi gang, welcome back to Finding Your Indie. I'm Bonnie Paulson, and today I'm just going to kind of go over a little bit about what's going on with enhancements. I've had a couple people reach out to me and say, what do I do? I'm having weird music show up on my ads. I'm not sure where to adjust this. So I thought, let's jump in and kind of check this out so you can see exactly what you're dealing with and how to turn it off. You can actually pick your optimizations that Facebook wants to just default to give you. Okay, so what we're doing is we're inside my dummy account and we're going to go into, now we're assuming that inside of your ad set, you've assigned things like not dynamic creative. You know how I feel about that. This is where you're assigning your budget, so you're not doing the CPO with the campaign level. You can do a budget. I mean, you can do a schedule date if you want to. I'm not doing that with this example. We're not going to do budget scheduling with this either. Pick your audience, and then you're going to be going through and doing manual placements if that's what you want to do. Now, if you're going to do Advantage Plus placements, I do not recommend touching your optimizations, like the image optimizations and stuff, because you're assuming that they know the audience to send to, so you might as well just let them choose what they're going to serve to the audience, okay? All right, so all the things down here, we're going to go into new traffic ad. Now, I have specifically chosen not to do dynamic ads. So if I was going to do, like, wanted to test against images and stuff, I would have to create the ad like I want and then duplicate it. And I'll show you in just a second. But ultimately, you always want to name your ad whatever. So I'm just going to say that this is my new traffic ad 1, and I would put in there something like no text or whatever I'm testing for, okay? We have manual upload again. I do not do catalog. I don't like catalog. Some people do like catalog. I prefer not having the catalog option just because I like to control what I am testing and what I'm not testing. I also don't like multi-advertiser ads. So you guys are getting a lot of information right now when I know we're supposed to focus on optimization, but this will all make sense. Okay, as we're going down, you're going to select your media. Now, it will not optimize or give you optimization options unless you actually select the image. Okay, so here we are, and it's like, hey, select your media crop for placements. So I always go with the 1-to-1. I always do the square because it looks really nice on Instagram and it looks really nice on Facebook phones. This one right here, you can crop it here. When you have the other option here, you actually have to hit crop and then crop it inside the thing. So I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to hit next. Now this is where it's going to give me an option for optimizing. I have found that when I do them in here, they do not hold down in the next one. So I just hit done here. And then I scroll down. I'm going to do my primary text. I'll do my headline, do my description. I'll do my call to action. And then I come down here to where it says enhancements. And I always click edit. And there's things like, see, music was not an option last one because they always default it. I don't want music on there because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to choose the right music. I have an awesome client who writes Wyoming mysteries and super fun, definitely Western style. And this client went on one of her ads that was showing up and it said music and it was like Spanish music. It didn't make sense at all. It made no sense. So I always turn off my music. I feel like that's not really something that needs to be turned on. You can turn on expand image. I do like the expand image. It just makes it bigger if it needs to. Image template, add catalog items, pick your thing, right? Some people do really well with the add catalog items. I'm not going to be adding that. I don't want that in this specific ad. Visual touch-ups, it'll enhance it, expand the image, music, and 3D animation. I've never really used the 3D animation. I've never said no, but I've never noticed that it did anything or didn't do anything. So you do you. Then you come down to text improvements. I do not like them to mess with my stuff, so I usually turn this off. Image filter, I'm fine with them making it brighter. They can do whatever makes them happy. And relevant comments, whatever, it's fine. I think that's fine, totally. Especially because I go through and usually answer the images or answer the comments. Oh yeah, this link here is, or whatever. So that's it. But you have to go through and you have to do that for every ad. So let me show you what happens if I go in and I'm going to just duplicate this ad. Let me just say 1. And I'm going to have my copy right here. I'm going to go in and I'm going to do a new image, right? Because unless you're testing images, you don't want, unless you're doing you're testing something else, you don't want to have the same image in it. So it's doing the same thing, making me check these things. I'm going to optimize. Then I'm going to go down to the enhancements right here. And look, see, it said 7 out of 9. In my last one, even though I copied it or I duplicated it, it has changed things. So go back in, change your stuff. You have to stay on top of these things, you guys. So just make sure that you're doing this. You can click yes to all optimizations, or you can turn off all optimizations. but you have to check every single ad. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you have ads currently running, I suggest you go in and double check them. This is how I would double check them. It's going to say, I would go into a currently running ad. Again, this is my dummy one. So I would go in here and I would be like, yes. And then I would click edit. And then I would go down, make sure you're looking down and just look where it says enhancements underneath all of your ad stuff. So down here, where did it go? It might not have it. Hold on. This is one thing I just love about Meta. They change flipping everything. Oh, because I don't have media in there. Okay, see, you can't find it. You don't have the option if you don't have media. So let's just say I was going to do this. Okay, I'm going to go square. I'm going to do that. Now, if I was going to crop this one, I would move it like this in here, not here, because you can move it here, but it doesn't do anything. Okay, then we're going to go back down to the enhancements. I do not want my promo code. That's just, I'm not doing that. Okay, there's my enhancements. Okay, again, there's the music. So this is where you really do need to come in and double check, okay? So double check the things, make sure you're checking all your stuff, because ultimately, even though Facebook is like, hey, do everything that we want you to do, trust us. It's kind of you deciding, yeah, I'm just going to trust them with my money or not. You still have control. You still have control over your traffic. You still have control over your interests. Are they trying to push you towards AI? Of course they are, because they make more money that way. But if you're ultimately just like, I am going to control this myself, there are ways to do it. They can't take that away from you, and they're not going to take that away from you. I think they would lose way too many like ad and media sellers or media buyers from that. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments. This was just a fast little, this is how you protect your enhancements and turn them off, and how you protect your, your images and whatever. So if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments, and I can't wait to see what you are doing to get around the AI push from Meta.